Marrakesh. We're in Marrakesh!
And yup, we're in Marrakesh, but not for long though, as we immediately hop into a car and begin our epic road trip through the Atlas Mountains, stopping at various stops along the way as we head towards our main destination, the Sahara Desert. They say that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, and we couldn't agree more. Along the way, you will see some amazing spots that truly blew our minds. So sit back, relax, and follow us on this epic road trip through Morocco, starting with Ait Ben Haddou. Straight away after getting down, we saw a stark contrast between what we saw in other YouTube videos of this place versus what we can see here now. Total lack of tourists. While it is enjoyable for us, and trust me, we had a really great time exploring the city with our wonderful guide, we can only feel nothing but sadness for the people here that rely heavily on tourism. The face of desperation are drawn on the faces of a lot of the locals here.
Blue and white. Yeah.
Three tribe original. Berber, Nomad, and Tuareg. Berber and the Nomad is original special from South Morocco. Tuareg not original, is from Sahara because Mali. Tuareg is coming from Mali, Timbuktu.
Timbuktu.
Yeah.
What makes this place special is the fact that it is the filming location for a lot of famous films and TV shows, the most famous of which are Gladiator and Game of Thrones.
Leaks with Cleopatra, Aladdin, Game of Thrones, Gladiator, Kingdom of Heaven, Babel. Lot of film, yeah.
And you are in all the movies?
No, I am just in Gladiator in the Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Wow,
Do you
so-
see yourself? You saw the...
Yeah, I see it in the movie, in television.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow, guys! So that's the arena over there,
Yes.
the Gladiator arena.
Gladiator with Maximus.
Yeah, with Maximus and Juba.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, so we made it, guys. We made it to Ait Ben Haddou, which is our bucket list for a long time. And our tour guide is so nice. We met a tour guide somewhere in the village. So if you walk straight into the village, just meet somebody, talk to someone. And this guy opened up a masjid for us to pray in. And that masjid is so epic. Too bad our camera can't really capture it because it's too dark. Inside is so dark, but it's so beautiful inside.
The fact that he's originally from here and still living in this particular area is amazing because there are not that many families
How
living
many?
here. I think he said 11 or 5 or
Five?
11. Oh,
Yeah.
I need to ask again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's amazing.
Amazing. So many movies were filmed here, and our guide, he was in Gladiator and Game of Thrones as well. And he met Russell Crowe and had tea with Russell Crowe. How cool is that? The journey here though from Marrakesh is not easy if you're driving. Some of the most treacherous roads I've ever driven in.
It's like driving in Indonesia.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit like driving in Indonesia, just a bit. You just have to be a bit more careful. One police did stop us, but after he asked where we are from, he's like, yeah, just go. Alright, off to day 2. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. We are the only guests in this riad. It seems the theme continues with every hotel or riad that we would stay in for the rest of the journey. Before the pandemic, you need to make sure every accommodation is booked way in advance, especially during the high season, since they will all be fully booked. But right now, it's not necessary at all. Very convenient, but we hope it will not be the case anymore after the pandemic.
Kalau kita nggak ngeliatin, dia nggak ini ya.
A sumptuous Moroccan breakfast to start the day, and we're on the road again, this time towards Skoura and the Dades Gorges. You will see later in the video how this breakfast is a key fixture in all the places we went to. And I think that's how I ended gaining a few kilos at the end of our trip. On the way to Dades, we found a very nice kasbah near the Skoura oasis and decided to take a look. In case you didn't know, a kasbah is a citadel that you can usually find dotted across Morocco, and they are typically a place where the local leader would live and acts also as a defense when a city is under attack.
Oh yeah?
So this is the oasis of Skoura. It's very big, more than 25 kilometers square. Some 35,000 persons living inside the oasis. And most of the people living in the oasis is working for the agriculture. Yeah. To see this here, I have some picture for different parts for this kasbah. Come here, the outside the kasbah, to see have nice points of view for to see all the oasis of Skoura.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good.
Oh la la.
Oh la la.
La la.
How do you say good? Zwin.
Zwin. Yeah.
Zwin.
Zwin, yeah.
Zwin. Yeah. Oh, mashallah.
Oh, Allah.
Yeah.
Lunch with a view. Unfortunately, we're in the shade, so we're a bit dark, but check out the view. The food is amazing,
Always.
but the highlight is also the view.
Always amazing.
Bon appetit!
Bon appetit.
As we inch closer towards Dades, the views just keep getting better and better. We drove further east as the day concludes, to the Todra Gorges, which is not too far away, and it was equally spectacular. We wish that we had more days in Morocco, as both these gorges need at least a few days to fully explore. The towering landscape all around us serves as a reminder that no matter how big our problems are, we are just a minuscule existence in the grand scheme of things. Unfortunately, it was time to bid farewell to these gorgeous gorges, pun intended, as we head down from the cold high Atlas mountains in search of warmer climes in the Sahara. A quick 4-hour journey later and we find ourselves in Merzouga, the last town before the Great Sahara Dunes. Oh, sorry. Yeah. See you. Alright. Bye bye. Oh my gosh. We are on a camel. El Jamal. The poor camel I was riding on definitely dislikes carrying me. probably due to the amount of tagine I ate throughout the entire trip. Jokes aside though, the dunes are so breathtaking as we venture deeper, and with the golden hour now approaching, I guess it's time now to change the background music. Oh, good Jamal. Shukran. Thank you, Jamal. You are good, Jamal. We bid farewell to our beautiful camels as we arrive at our surprisingly luxurious glamping tent. What was surprising to me immediately is the fact that there is no one here at all. Where are the many tourists that would always creep into all the dune photographs and videos that we see online? So many tents, yet we are the only guests here. After our dinner, we spent the entire night just gazing at the star-filled sky. The bright Milky Way shining down on you is too surreal. I've seen it with the naked eye many times before, but definitely not as clear as this. You have to see it to believe it. We were told that usually during the high season, the tents would all be fully booked, and some tourists would have no choice but to sleep under the stars. Good morning everyone, welcome to day 4, or is it day 5 already? And we're in the Sahara right now, in the dunes, and we're in the tent community where there's a lot of, I would consider this like a glamping tent with proper shower, heater, a good bed, etc. I went for a run this morning and you can see the dune behind me over there, somewhere over there. And it looks very nearby from here, but it's actually 1.5 kilometers away. And once I got there, I thought it's going to be an easy climb, but boy, it was so difficult because every time you try to climb, you're only making about 5 centimeters of distance and then you keep sliding down. I gave up about halfway and then decided to run back. It is very tiring. I don't know how people can run 42k in the Sahara Desert, just 3 kilometers, and I'm so knackered. So knackered in fact that on our way back we decided to just hop into the Land Cruiser and did a small overland trip back to Mazuga. No more camels today! I guess the video is getting too long now, so it's time to end part 1 of our Morocco trip here. Stay tuned for part 2 as we venture back to Marrakesh by driving through some dangerous roads to Imilshil before getting back to civilization in Beni Mellal and experiencing a sensory overload in Marrakesh. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of this pretty long video. Thumbs up if you liked the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.